It's home to some of the friendliest people on Earth. It's got waterfalls, volcanoes, and glaciers. And if you come in May, a lot of wind. Bring a jacket. Welcome to Iceland.
Before we get started, remember to like and subscribe because I need people to like me and subscribe to me. Thank you. Iceland, claiming the world's oldest democracy, was settled in the mid-9th century by adventurous Vikings in search of new land. The climate is subarctic and the island is warmed by the North Atlantic Current. Winters can be generally mild and lightless considering the latitude, and summers are filled with wind and rain. With just about 350,000 English and Icelandic-speaking people, Iceland's economy is based largely on fishing, banking, and tourism. As it is 5 hours from the US by plane, Iceland proves to be convenient. When it comes to cost, expect to pay a little more than you're used to. But remember, tax and tip are included and can make it seem more expensive than it actually is. More than 2/3 of Iceland's population live in Reykjavik. Though small in size, the city makes up for it in its cosmopolitan and uniquely Icelandic charm. Take a nice walk down the main drag through the center city. You will enjoy Icelandic architecture, gift shops, restaurants, and bars. At the top of the hill overlooking the city is the Háskólabrekka, a popular church and sightseeing spot. Enjoy views from the top of the city for about $10. At the bottom of the hill, don't miss the Harpa Concert Hall. There you can see Icelandic plays and musical events. If architecture's your thing, spend a few minutes walking around the foyer. Somewhat surprisingly, the craft brew scene has exploded in Iceland. Though barley and hops cannot be grown in the northern climate, mix in pure Icelandic water, the love of brewing, and you have an amazing beer. That, paired with the burgeoning food scene, makes Reykjavik a great place for foodies and drinkies. Plan at least 2 full days to enjoy Reykjavik. A perhaps overlooked tour is of the south coast. If the weather cooperates, you will enjoy volcanic vistas, small but enjoyable towns, and dozens of hiking options. Seljalandsfoss is a great stop, and it's just off the main ring road and offers 200-foot falls, hiking trails, and a great photo op. Be sure to walk under the falls. Continue down the ring road to reveal additional waterfalls and Sólheimajökulll, a rapidly receding glacier. Walk about a mile to the base of the glacier.
Down by the lake here, getting a little closer look, you can see the volcanic rock. Off in the distance, there's some icebergs that have fallen off the main glacier and come out, and this empties down into the sea, which is 5 kilometers as the crow flies.
Climate change deniers take note the glacier reached all the way to the parking lot just a few decades ago. On your way to Vik, consider taking a 5-kilometer spur off the ring road to Reynisfjara, also known as the Black Sand Beach. Walk right up to the volcanic formations and observe massive waves crushing the shore. There are so many things to see and do on this magical road through time. In the interest of time, I'll focus on 5 things which more than filled a day of my solo traveling. Our first stop on the Golden Circle is Þingvellir, where the North American plate is pulling apart from the Eurasian plate. Plate dynamics are more fully on display here, and for history buffs there's something even better.
Off to my left is the largest lake in Iceland. Behind me is the Mid-Atlantic Ridge, and right in front of that is where the Parliament in Iceland has met for over 1,000 years. One can't feel anything but special being in this spot, and I definitely recommend a stop.
After spending at least 2 hours at Þingvellir, wind your way around the lake into Geysir for a quick stop. There you will find a massive tour shop and one of the world's largest continually active geysers. Push down the road a little further to Gullfoss, an inspirational tiered waterfall. Enjoy a walk right up to the side of the falls and look back at the amazing canyon that it has formed. If you pack a lunch, now would be a good time to have it. With our day half over, it's time to go to a local spa. With literally hundreds of geothermal baths, you will not have any trouble finding one. For my journey, I chose the Secret Lagoon. And for about $25, I had a beer and a relaxing siesta amongst locals and tourists alike. On your way back around the lake toward Reykjavik, there is a recent and tiny volcanic crater. For about $4, you can walk around and inside it. It is a quick stop, but well worth the 45 minutes. Most Icelanders agree that this is the most tourist spot on the island. That being said, it is a don't miss. It is definitely one of the wonders of the world. The lagoon was originally created of geothermal wastewater from a nearby power plant. Locals flock to bathe in the silica and sulfur minerals. Due to the proximity of Keflavik Airport, consider doing this on your way in or out of Iceland. I hope you've enjoyed this brief look at Iceland, and stay tuned for Iceland in 10 days. If I could just get the Guide to Iceland Tourism Board to sponsor me.